We were on the road to the show just to kind of sim through and I'm simming forward so I can hopefully give up a home run to Aaron Judge in the MLB.
A pitcher who's been inefficient from the stretch of late is given a coach-up. In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club.
I'm having a pretty good season, 3-0.
A player receives input from a coach. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors.
Six 0 Come on, Cubs. You have to see my talent. I better be signed to a roster.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A manager checks in with his ball club.
And now 3.2. Come on, take me to the
A pitcher is
MLB.
confronted with a less than stellar stat. The player is informed that he is being sent back down to Double-A ball. Sometimes the road to the show can be a long and winding one.
I'm gonna stab someone. Why'd I get called down?
A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping.
Dude, I'm fine. Just. One in 5. I mean, come on.
In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost.
Except
because
it
any
is,
situation can be a teaching opportunity.
I'm not being fucking called up. I was doing better in AAA than I am here. Like, come on. I better get called up. Dude, I put so much damn hard work. No. Advanced off season, yes. Better give me it. Okay, nope. We are done with this guy. You're useless. I can't even spell my own name.
Zachary.
Okay, Google.
Just
MLB
days
18
before the
trophy completion
40-round
guide.
MLB draft, some lesser-known prospects get one last chance to make an impression at Bowman Scout Day.
Oh, sweet, so that one's easy.
His name having finally been called, an anxious prospect steps up for his turn to put his plate skills on display.
Show people how we do this. I wasn't paying attention. Shit. I hate the settings too. Dude. Yeah, rookie. Beginner for all this.
Never has this player had the chance to command the attention of so many big league buyers. He looks to make his case for draft consideration.
Yeah, I'm making my case right now. Wherever you go.
Most of today's Scout Day participants are not considered blue chip prospects, but they all have blue chip aspirations.
Come on.
A player looks to follow up his efforts at the plate with a demonstration of solid defensive fundamentals. At the major league level, the defensive standard is near perfection. This prospect looks to deliver as clean a performance as he can.
Want one to make. I want one that makes me go forward so I could get a good curl hop on it.
Done for the day and heading back to the locker room, this player is met by one of the scouts in attendance. While preparing for the first of 2 games at the Topps Amateur Showcase, a prospect is approached by a representative of the MLB Scouting Bureau.
Standing in, number 13. He'll get his first shot with the bat here.
Number 13.
First pitch coming. Here it is. High in the air out towards shallow right. Newton waits on it. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Tom Douglas, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Douglas.
Hit in the air to shallow center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the running play. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. In now, Wilson Yeager. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one.
Yeager.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. The catch is made deep. And here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game. Stepping up to the plate, number 13. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first, and they get them both. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Todd Coker. He drew a walk his first time up.
Todd Coker.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, well, he is in there with a triple. Now at the plate, Steve Snavely. He reached on a single in his first try.
Steve Snavely.
High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. 2 gone. So digging in now, number 13. No hits in 2 trips to the plate
Check
for him in the ball game. Pitch of the at-bat. And here's a ball hit in the air. Newton sprinting after it, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. On a rope to the second baseman. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 13. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Okada will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, number 13. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Sometimes you can get away with a pitch in that location when you're running it up there that hard, but not consistently. You still have to work the edges of the zone most of the time.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on.
Now,
into the box now, Steve Snavely. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Center fielder has a beat on it. He's got it 1 away. 6-3 the final score today. The West Prospects jumped out to an early lead. Digging in now, number 13. This will be his first trip to the plate in this one.
Number 13.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And a relay home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time. Stepping in, Adrian Calvert, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Adrian Calvert.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Runner goes for second. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. The throw. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. Stepping into the box. He'll get to take his first cuts here. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. So striding in, number 13. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from earlier. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the run will score from second here as this is now a 3-0 game. Digging in for his second at-bat, Adrian Calvert. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-2. Runner goes for third. Strike taken to throw. Over now. They'll apply the tag between second and third. It's a careless double play. And settling in now, number 13. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, this guy's having a good day right there. You can tell he is all over. His timing is spot on. This pitching staff is going to have to find a way to attack him a little differently.
Now a fastball is lifted into the air to shallow center. Jordan over to his right, and that retires the side. So no runs here on 2 hits. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Connor Copeland. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Here's a blooper out toward left center, and that's going to fall for a base hit. The runner scores from second. Jason Jordan, 3 runs already home, and a potential 4th standing at third base. Has a look, now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. In to score the runner from third. So here's the cleanup hitter, number 13. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
The batter, number 9, shortstop.
He's running, and a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base. Digging in, number 13. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. A 1-run game, 6-5, the final today. The East Prospects rode an important 6th inning.
Receives a check-in from his former high school coach, who's been acting as his advisor through the process.
Welcome back to the Major League Baseball first-year player draft. With the first pick, the Detroit Tigers select the center fielder from the Central Region.
After a long and lonely first 2 days of the MLB draft, this player's wait while being selected is a major milestone. After impressively finishing out his draft year in a development, a welcoming manager offers some simple wisdom. A Double-A hitting coach touches base with a new arrival to the team. Coach draws a player's attention to a recent trend in his numbers. A coach clues in a new team member on available resources. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat. A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role. A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. After a brief trial move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. For now, anyways. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it. A manager checks in with his ball club. A coach hopes to help his player get more out of his plate appearances. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only from the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, determining which prospects will be those and getting in on the ground floor is smart business. This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention. However impressive an agent's qualifications may be, but a fledgling must leave the nest, for a big world awaits. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities. A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively.
From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show's got baseball from Yankee Stadium. Tonight, the Stars are out in this minor league. Now in the box, number 13. He'll take his first hacks here.
Number 13.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull the string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
A swing and a ground ball to third. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to. Striding into the box. Number 13. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Hampton. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Into the box, number 13. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Number 13.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pierce moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Marzachthereaper will get the call.
Well, this one had its moments of drama and excitement. In the end, these guys came away with the victory and look on to the next one.
A manager checks in with his ball club. A coach draws a player's attention to a recent trend in his numbers. Within striking distance late in the season, these youngsters are challenged to show their mettle. A minor leaguer hears from his agent. With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand. A young team gets some extra coaching up from their skipper before the first game of a very big series. Entering the last series of the season, this team's situation is precarious, but not without hope. Any chance young players get to acquire some postseason experience could be a major plus to their development. Having split the first two in an extended series, the emphasis is on grabbing the upper hand in Game 3. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives advice about the refining of his game. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it. A coach hopes to help his player get more out of his plate appearances. A manager checks in with his ball club.
I need to do something. I'm gonna watch Rick and Morty while I wait.
A manager challenges his hitters to step up their game. A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping. In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives advice about the refining of his game. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it. A player is challenged to raise the bar defensively. With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players. A player is entreated to keep developing the skills that are vital to his makeup. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs.